Family and friends, this is Pastor Robert, and I want to invite you out Tuesday, July 26th, to His Word to Ponder live. We're going to go live starting on that day, the 26th, and we're going to stay live for every Tuesday after that as we continue on through this series, The Promised Family. We want to have a discussion, a discussion with you and the rest of our family of believers. Check out our elders as we were discussing what love is and how do we express love to one another.
We, as sons and daughters of God, ought to have unconditional love. And let me just share the difference between conditional love and unconditional love. Conditional love refers to the extending love only if the object of our love deserves. And what we're supposed to, as sons and daughters of God, are put on display is unconditional love, which speaks to extending love despite the objects of our love being worthy. So let me ask the question. Does what God did for you in loving you and demonstrating that love to you, does it motivate you to love properly?
I believe it does. I believe that as we talk about love is having a regard for someone, and for Jesus Christ to pretty much end his life for me, that is love. That's more than what I can ask for anybody to do. I know as people, we say we'll jump in front of a bullet for somebody, but that's sometimes just talk until it, and once you're in that situation, but Jesus actually did that for us. And so that inspires me to love you all unconditionally, to love my wife unconditionally, to go that extra mile, because if he can do all of that and what he had to gone through to do all of that, that should give me the urgency or the eagerness to do that to my family and for those that I'm supposed to love.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was saying that people usually use the word love loosely. They can just say, "Oh, I love this person. I love this person." But as Isaiah said, I mean, he sent his son to die on the cross for us for our sins. So, and that's true love right there. So you can't just, use the word love just to anyone. You need to, again, as we at River Life say, have a regard for one another. So you need to, it's just one of those things where I believe that his love motivates me to love someone just the same.
When I think of that, I think of 1 John 4:19, where it says, we love because he first loved us. And so when I think about that, I think about how, of course, God is love. God created love. And so therefore he did love us first. We are not to take credit for the love that we have and show to others. God loved us before we were even capable of loving him. And so we can only love others because of what he has done in our lives. And I think when you look at it from that perspective of his love that he has for us, then we can understand what it means to love unconditionally.
I always think of unconditional love. This is actually fun because we did discuss this I had this discussion with the youth, not this past Sunday, but last Sunday. We actually talked about the unconditional love Jesus gave, that God gives us, and that Jesus gave for dying on the cross for us. I also been thinking about when I always think of unconditional love, I always basically a mother gives to her children, that we ought, and that Jesus gives to us, and that God gives to us unconditional love that we are ought to give to each other. I love you because of who you are. Whether things you do to me, I still love you.
So I hope that we'll be able to see you starting Tuesday, July 26th at 7 p.m. His Word to Ponder live. I hope we'll see you there.